Hello there. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, or either that or it's me. I'm not keeping up, but my screen is getting smaller and smaller. And every time I get on here, there's like a different change. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where is the such and such, and how do I get the such and such to work? Anyway, so hold on a minute here. I am, you can tell by that applause that, you can tell by the applause that I'm about to give a good rating for that wig, right? Okay, enough of that. All right, I gotta make this screen bigger. Okay, are we still good? Can you still hear me? Okay, so now, like, whoa, okay. Hi, I'm Roz. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel by hitting that subscribe button, and also set up your bell notifications by clicking on that little bell symbol so that you will get notified when I create an upload. And also give this video a thumbs up if you like the content, and tell a friend, tell a friend. I am Butterfly Roz, and I am here to give you my wig review. This is part 3. So if you have not watched the other 2 videos, make sure you go back and watch those so you'll know what I'm talking about today. But this is a wig review. Now, unfortunately, in part 2 video, when the wig actually arrived, there was no sound for the beginning of the video. Anyway, so but the main part of what I needed to tell you, there was sound for that, for the unboxing of the wig, okay? Well, the unbagging of it. So again, I'm learning, y'all. I'm thinking that sometimes if you put a picture up, it turns the audio off or something like that. So please tell me you can hear me today. Please tell me you can hear me right now. I would hate to do this whole video and you cannot hear a word that I am saying. Okay, so again, so I have the wig on right now. And you guys, I am so far now, I don't want to get rid of ahead of myself, but so far, I'm loving this wig. Even though I have been so busy, I have not really had the opportunity to kind of style it or anything the way, I'm going to wear it. Like, I didn't get a chance to cut it or style it in any way, because every time I get started, I have to leave. So I've just been like, whatever, just brush it up, put it in a ponytail. Yes, I'm a granny with a ponytail. So hey, you're as young as you feel. But I have to say, this is HD lace. I didn't really know what HD lace was until I put it on. Now, if this is HD lace, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I mean, the lace melts. I'm using y'all's lingo, melts. I always wanted to do, anyway. It melts so good. Even my husband was like, wow, it really looks natural. I'm like, yeah, it does. Literally, as you can see, now I went to the gym yesterday. Okay. So it lifted just a teeny little bit. So, but anyway, can you see? And my hair is not really done. It's a piece of hair stuck here. My hair is not really, even with my hair not being like done up, okay? You can't really see the lace at all. When I was washing my face, like the very next day after putting this on and melting it, I'm washing my face and I'm like, where's the lace at? I couldn't tell, okay? So it looks it melts very good. And so this is the wig. I'll give you my okay, I'm in my night clothes. So bear with me. So I'm taking my little ponytail loose. I'm going to give you, this is going to be a little bonus video where I'm going to show you all the things I use, my the steps I take when I'm putting my wig, I'm installing my wig, okay? And I have since I have some of my products, most of my products right here handy, and I can show you, okay? So first of all, the wig fit my head very well. Like it's not like some of the wigs are where they're too loose. So I have to like normally what I do, the wig is like loose like that. I just sew it to my braids around the back so it won't be like lifting up and stuff like that. But this one I did not have to do that at all. It's already plucked because I'm not good at plucking. And okay. It came in 1B. It's not really a big shedder, okay? Um I had to cut some of, the shorter hairs around here. But like I said, my hair is right now, it's not in its, styled state. It's still in its infantile stage. Now this is 200% density. I thought 200% would be a little thicker because it's kind of, I thought that it would be thicker than this. This is like the whole wig here. Okay, right there. But I'm not complaining, because it makes it look more natural when it's not like super thick. So that's fine. Um, for me, the color was great. Um, it's easy to comb out. I use this little paddle brush to brush and detangle the hair, and I brush through it, and it's a nice length. Okay, it's all the way down to my stomach area or down my back, so it's a good length. Um, I assume that's 30 inches. It's long though. It's long enough. Okay. It's soft, very soft. Um, it doesn't tangle very much, and it's bouncy. Okay, it's bouncy. It's and all of that good stuff. So this is supposed to be body wave. Now, that's the one thing that it does not seem to have. Well, let me tell you like this, okay? The first day I had it, it had a little bit more of a wave to it. But now, the more that I brush it, the less that it has a wave. But if I spray it with water, it starts to wave back up if you spray it down with water. But I don't like to like put water on it on my wigs too much because it seems like it tends to dry them out more. But you can see a little bit of a wave here, but it's not as wavy as the picture. Now, and I have put heat on it also, so it handles heat. I put a little bit of heat on it. I have not tried to curl it yet, so that's the only thing I have not tried to do is curl it. But I've had this on since the day it arrived, which was Saturday. I've had it on since Saturday, and it's just amazing. And so far, I'm very happy with the purchase, and I will see how it does further on as I wear the wig a little bit longer, how it behaves later on. Um, but I'll show you the things I use. So, of course, the first thing I do, I don't have that here. I use the uh, what is it called? Got to be free spray. So I put my cap on. I use the ball cap method. So I put on the cap, I spray it with the Got to Be Free spray and around the edges. Okay. And then after I do that, what's the next step? After that's glued down, then I put my foundation on all over the cap. And then I start like cutting the cap, cutting around. I make the holes now. I make the holes for the ears behind the ear. It was a suggestion from another YouTuber. So now I do that all the time so that the wig cap will lay down here versus it just it this part it comes out better. That's all I can say. So I cut the hole in the stocking behind the ear, and then I stick the ear through it, both ears through. Okay, and then I spray the Got to Be Free spray on there to hold down the cap, and then I cut the excess off. I have these little scissors. Some people use a razor blade. I don't trust myself with a razor blade. So so I use these these small like little scissors, and I use it and I cut the cap, and then I put the foundation, makeup, whatever on there that will cover the cap to make it look like it's my head. Then my next thing is I start putting on the glue, but I've started this new thing now where, because don't you get sick of the glue? You have to put that white stuff on, and you gotta wait. Then you like use like maybe the back of the comb and just kind of spread it thin so it'll dry faster. And you have to wait for it to kind of get kind of clear and sticky. And I just find that it's faster since I bought this Wonder Lace Bond. This is what I use. Nobody is paying me for these products. I'm not endorsing anything. I'm just showing you what I use, okay? I bought this stuff myself, okay? So this is the EBIN Wonder Lace Bond. And I extra firm supreme hold. So I spray this around the edge of the stocking cap, where I plan to put my wig, lay my wig down, that's where I spray that, spray a layer of that, and of course it instantly dries really fast without any white buildup or anything. And then just for extra protection, then I'll do a layer of the glue. So this is the glue I ordered on Amazon. It's just a too much light lace glue. Lace glue. I still think Ghost Bond is better though. But so I used put the glue on. So I put a thin layer of the glue, and then I spread it. Okay, and then once that dries, I do another layer of this spray. You just spray it on. Um, and then you kind of just rub it through with your finger. And then, depending on how long you plan on wearing your wig, I normally, I may go 4 times, half and half, maybe 2 of the lace bond and 2 of the glue versus 4 of the glue. The glue takes longer to dry. Okay. And then once it's all glued down, once the glue is like where it's sticky like that, okay, then I go ahead and set my wig on there where I want it to sit, and then I press it down, but be careful because the oil from your fingers can transfer to the where you laying the lace down, and where you're laying your wig down, and it can make it not stick. But so you may want to take like a comb or something and just kind of press it down. Some people do this thing where they're combing it back like that. I, that don't work for me. I don't know what that's about. What I do is I just kind of press it down. Make sure the comb doesn't have oil on it either. I just kind of press it down whatever I have available. And then I have this, I don't have it at the moment, but I like using this. What is this? Okay, elastic band. Okay, so elastic band, it's it can be a little bit uncomfortable at first if your head is big and it's tight, but it's necessary to really hold it down as tight as possible to give the glue an extra chance to kind of mold to your skin. So, forgot one thing. One thing. You want to put a barrier on your skin before you put any glue or anything on it. So I use this skin protector called Bold Hold. This light is too bright. Where is it? Bold. All right, that is not showing. Bold Hold. I spray some of this on some cotton ball before I even start laying the wig. Before I even put the wig cap on, I spray this. No, wait. I left the step out. Back up. Rewind. Okay. So before you put on your cap, make sure your skin is clean. Wash your face. Don't put on any moisturizer. Take some alcohol to wipe around to make sure it's nice and clean. Okay, let that dry. Then you put the Bold Hold on, which is a skin protectant or whatever skin protectant of your choice, and take a cotton ball and put that on the area where you know you're going to be putting your glue and different things. Okay, and then you add your stocking cap on, your freeze spray, your your glue and your adhesive spray, because you is kind of a barrier without it preventing the the glue from doing its job. Okay, then you put the wig on top of that. Okay, and then you put on like what do I call it? A stretch band, whatever it's called. You put that on, and it's nice and tight. Oh, another thing I do also is once I put the wig cap on and I spray it down, and and then once I feel like it's stuck good enough, then I start cutting it and I put the makeup on. Um, there's a tendency for the wig cap to start kind of sticking up a little bit. I don't like that. So I put the strap on that on my wig, the edge of the stocking cap to try to get that cap to lay down. Okay, to get it to lay down, and then I start putting my adhesives on, the wig on. Then I put that strap, the elastic band, the elastic strap around my head, and and I leave that on for a while, maybe half an hour, just to give it a good chance to kind of just sink into your skin and melt, basically. I don't want it sinking into my skin. Sounds painful, don't it? So, oh, then after about 30 minutes, I do that. I don't deal with blow drying anything, putting any heat. I don't have the patience for that. Plus, half the time I can't find a blow dryer because I don't use it often enough. So after it's baked, or what, after it's sat for about 30 minutes, then I slowly take it off. The one thing I can't stand, though, take it off. Be careful taking the thing off, because sometimes the elastic band will be stuck to the glue. So you start pulling it, it may pull some of it up or create like some type of, I don't know, glue color, like white color here or something. Anyway, but if it does do that, I just go back in with my makeup brush and just tap that color on out and blend it right back. So do that, and voila, you got a wig, and it's laid pretty very good. All right, and then and then too, if you want to have baby hairs or edges, what I do is I use one of these combs here, and then the edge brush. I am not professional at all, y'all. The edge brush. Okay, I use some of this Got to Be Ultra Gel. I use this whenever I'm laying the edges. The to Be. I like the black one because it dries clear. Okay, so I put that on. Either put it on the brush and just start brushing the hair once I've cut it, or I just take my finger and put the gel right on the hair, and then I start like shaping it. Okay, and then let's see, once I've done that, I put the silk. I put like this, like a silk edge thing, edge wrap, whatever you call it, over that, and tie that and hold the edges down. Pretty much, I normally just hold them down overnight. Okay. And again, you have to be careful when you take this off. Sometimes the the this thing will stick to the product and it'll lift. So I normally kind of gently pull it down versus yanking it backwards. Okay, I yank it down this way. And then any touch-ups that needs to be done the next morning, any pieces that like maybe lifted or didn't get glued down properly, I spray a little bit of this bold hold on my finger and I just kind of lay it on that part. And I may just put the elastic band on for a few minutes and then I take it off. And then it's pretty much glued down. Okay. And then I have my wide tooth comb with the point at the end. And that I use that to like part my hair, whatever I do. And as you can see, this wig, it's got free parting here, a lot of space for parting the hair, okay? Mhm. And I can part it like pretty much anywhere here. Okay. Now I think once you, okay, and you can still do it even down here, okay? Wait, let's see. Let's show you the scalp. All the way down. It's just once you get like back here, it kind of stops like back here. That's about as far as you can part it. It's like about right about there. And then with that you can start seeing the weft like right about here. So yeah, it's a good wig. It's a good wig. So this is what I use when I want to part it and comb it out. And then when you get the hair, you pretty much like if you want a side part or bangs, you have to what I call train it to lay that way. So some people use a hot comb to try to comb it. I tried to hot comb it a little bit to try to get it to lay over that way, and it was still kind of puffy, and I didn't really have time to do with it. But sometimes you might spray some water, like wet it down real good with some water. Um, I use this Lotta Body also, like to get rid of any little hairs that might be sticking up. It is a foamy mousse, and but the, I have some little tricks and things I use to try to get it to lay over. Like I use a glue stick, and just kind of mess with it. Get the hot comb and try to press it over. You have to, once you have the time to actually play around with your hair, um, then you're able to do that. And these come in handy, these little clips to move hair back, move hair out the way while you're working in a certain area. So yeah. And oh, one last thing. I was talking about this hair oil that I use on all my wigs that I just absolutely love. It's called BioSilk, Silk Therapy. And they sell it in a beauty supply as like I've seen it as a small bottle, but I get mine on Amazon. I get the big bottle and it just lasts forever. This is it. Okay. I get this big bottle, and I think it might be 12, 12 or something. Maybe it might be 20, 12 or $20. This lasts me for a month. You don't have to use a whole lot of it. And I've had this a while. I've been using this ever since I had my curly wig on, my straight wig, my other wig, and you don't have to use a lot. If it seems like the hair is kind of drying out a little bit, um like I've already put some on here because it does seem to it feels and looks a little dry at the ends, but I don't want to weigh it down too much. And this is very light. Okay, it's a treatment for hair and body actually, but it works great. I just put like a little bit on my hand and I rub it and just kind of rub it through the hair, especially through the ends where hair tends to get dry. And then I brush it through. And it helps to detangle it a little bit and give it some more shine and yada, yada, yada. So that's my hair review, part 3. And I'm happy with my purchase so far. All right. So that's my wig review. Now, like I said, if anybody wants to send me a free wig, I'd be happy to put it on and review it honestly, though. Don't send me no raggedy wig expecting me to say, oh, this is the best wig I've ever had. It better be if I'm going to say that. Okay. So I'm happy with this wig experience. And I paid $120 total for this wig, and that included the shipping. Just the total $120 compared to a $600 wig out of a beauty supply. That's probably the same length. Mhm. All right. So make sure you um hit that subscribe button and set up your bell notifications. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, tell a friend, and I will see you again soon. Okay, now how do I get back to where I was? I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Please tell me that recorded the whole time. Oh, all right. Let me get, whoa, once again. What is going on here? La la la. Dun, 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 dun. So I give this wig a thumbs up.